How you doing? This is Dub FX and just making a little video for AskLubo.com on the subject, something people ask me all the time about, and that is how did I become successful with the music and how I did it. I can't tell you how you should do it, but I can tell you how I did it and how it worked for me. And the first thing that I need to stress is that you need to be flexible, you need to be like water, you need to be able to just move with the currents and work with whatever happens around. I didn't start off saying, this is what I'm going to do, Dub FX is how it's going to be, this is the music I'm going to make, these are the kind of shows I'm going to play, these are the kind of fans I'm going to have. I never asked any of those questions. What I did was I wrote a bunch of songs and I said, I'm going to go traveling and I'm going to make music on the street and I'm going to use the street as my way to practice, and I'm going to use the money that I make along the way to travel. And I wasn't trying to become successful or famous from it. It just happened. But it's not like as soon as any success started to happen, I just sort of let it happen. I also moved with the flow. I used it. I jumped. I piggybacked things. So, you know, it's been a long journey. It's been 7 years and it's still snowballing and doing its thing. But the most important thing that I learned along the way was to always be open-hearted and to be open to change, and to when I'm on the street and I'm busking and I'm making a song that no one seems to like, I don't think to myself, what, all these people are stupid, they should be liking this is good music. No, I think, okay, well, what is it that people want to hear? I need to make some money so I can stay in my hostel, or I need to buy some dinner tonight. So what is it that people want to hear? And I ask people and they say, we want some reggae music. So I'm like, let's make some reggae music. If I don't like reggae music, then I'll make reggae music that I do like. Fortunately, I love reggae music, but you know what I'm saying. So I try to do things that I know people appreciate it, and I put my own twist on it, and that's what I've always done. I wrote all my songs on the acoustic guitar, and I recorded an album that way, but it just so happened that it didn't sound very original, and the songs weren't that great either. But as soon as I started street performing and practicing on the street, it chiseled all the fat away, because, you know, I was trying to put too much into my music. I had so many genres that I loved and so many sounds that I wanted to use, and when I put them all on the record, it didn't really translate. It was all just covering itself up. As soon as I started going out in the street, I had to strip down everything and say, okay, well, I'm not going to take my guitar with me anymore. I can't take a drummer with me because I'm by myself, so I'll use a loop station and I'll make a beat really quickly. I'm not much of a beatboxer, but I can make a kick and a snare and a hi-hat. I can go... I'll make a quick beat, loop it, and then I'll make a bass line, loop it, and then I'll just sing the song. And at the end of the day, the most important thing about singing a song is the performance. It's not about technique, it's not about lyrics, it's not about how strong your melody is. I mean, of course, it's all of those things, but it's not actually about those things. It's about you transmitting the performance to the people. People don't care about how much you've studied. They don't care about how good the song is. They want to see someone perform and share their soul with them. That's what they want to see. And so once I started street performing, I stopped caring so much about, you know, how good it sounded or how this was and that was. I started trying to connect with the people. And that is, in my opinion, the only way that you can become successful in the music industry, is by learning how to connect with the people that are watching, learning how to connect with your fans. Now that I've got fans, I'm constantly on Facebook, I'm constantly on Instagram, I'm constantly sharing things, and I'm trying to get involved with these people. I reply to every message on Facebook. I didn't for a long time because I was too busy, but I am now. I'm doing all that stuff. So my advice to anyone who wants to make it in the music industry is to go out in the street and strip down your music and do it as minimal as you can. Obviously now my music sounds quite complex, but it wasn't at the very beginning. I was very simple when I started. I just slowly cut it all down to the bare essentials, to the root, to the soul of what my music was, the soul of who I was, and then slowly built it up from the ground up. So go out in the street. If you're a guitarist, go out and play guitar, and you'll learn very quickly what songs people stop and pay money for and what songs people don't really give a shit about. And that is the most important thing about performing in the street and learning what you are and who you are, because when people stop and listen to you, that is the truth. They're listening to you. You know, that's the most important thing that I can't stress. Go out in the street, practice in the street, sell a CD when you're out in the street. Don't just do it for change, because there's only so much change in the world. When you get a CD, people want to buy that CD. Even if they don't really like your music, sometimes they buy it just for the memory. Remember that time we went to the Leaning Tower of Pisa? There was that guy busking. We bought the CD. It reminds them of that. That's how I sold a lot of my CDs. You know, sometimes when I'm setting up, people haven't even heard my music and they still buy my CD. And that's 10 euros instantly. So, you know, get out there, sell a CD, play your music, play covers, write your own songs, make mistakes, travel around, get robbed, do all the bad things, do all the good things. I did all of those, and I'm in a position now that I'm very satisfied with what I've achieved. And I just can't stress enough, go out, do it, make it happen. The world is your oyster. Do it!